happens to a number if you put a 0 to its right side? Its value becomes 10 times more, right?
But where did 0 come from? Who invented it? If you ask any Indians, they would say that it was Aryabhatta who invented the concept of 0. But is that the complete truth? Well, first I was going to make a 1-minute short video on this topic, but the more I went in the depth of it, I thought that it actually needs a proper explanation. Because the concept of 0 as we use today was not just invented once, in fact, it evolved over centuries. Well, counting exists since the beginning of time. Even the animals know how to keep a count of their offsprings. To discuss how 0 evolved as we use it in today's mathematics, let's first discuss what is base in mathematics and what's place value notation. So what's the base in mathematics? For example, our most common system, the decimal system, uses a base of 10. This means it uses 10 unique symbols from 1 to 9 and 0 to represent the numbers. Similarly, some systems had some base of 2, 8, 16, 20 and even 60, which means they had that many different symbols to represent numbers. So this is what base in mathematics is.
Place value notation is a system of representing numbers by an ordered sequence of digits where both the digit and its place value have to be known to determine the value. For example, in this number, 8 represents units, 6 represent tens, 4 represent hundreds, 1 represent thousands, and so on. If you switch the position of the same digits, the value of the number changes. This is what place value notation is.
Now that we have understood what is base and place value notation, let's discuss how number systems evolved in different civilizations around the world. Around 3000 BCE, Babylonian civilization that existed in today's Middle East developed a number system that had a base of 60. That means it had 60 different symbols, and those 60 symbols were basically made of two main symbols. Their number system had no 0. The ancient Egyptian civilization evolved their number system around 2700 BCE and relied on the base of 10. Just like our today's number system, they had separate symbols for 1, 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000 and 1 million. Mayan civilization, which thrived around 1500 BCE near present-day Mexico, had symbols of number 0 to 19. The basic symbols were dots and bars, and the numbers were represented vertically. The number 1 to 19 were represented using combination of dots for units and bars for multiples of 5. The 0 was represented by a shell-like glyph. Hindu numeral system dates back to the times of pre-Mahabharata, and it's mentioned in Jyotisha Shastra, which is linked to the Rig Veda and Yajur Veda. The numbers were primarily in the form of Sanskrit shlokas. But what was the role of Aryabhatta? In 5th century AD, Aryabhatta introduced the first symbol of 0 as a dot beneath the numbers and gave it the name Shunya.
To say that Aryabhatta invented the concept of 0 thoroughly would be a misleading statement. He never used 0 as a whole number. His contribution to 0 was primarily in developing the place value system.
Although Aryabhatta's work did not explicitly use the digit 0 as we know today, his contributions were foundational for the development of the concept of 0 as the decimal system.
Aryabhatta also gave his contribution in developing arithmetic, algebra, trigonometry, and finding the approximate value of pi.
In 7th century AD, Indian mathematician Brahmagupta became one of the first mathematicians to treat 0 as a number with its own distinct properties. In the Brahmaputra Siddhanta, he discussed the concept of 0, its representation, and its role in mathematical operations. Brahmagupta also introduced the rules for dealing with negative numbers. He discussed the operational involving positive and negative integers, including the rules for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division.
Brahmagupta has also given his contribution in developing geometry and area formulas.
Now the question comes, who should be awarded as a trailblazer for the invention of 0? Even though most of these civilizations developed their number system in advanced manner as per their times, but no one was close to the Hindu numeral system and evolved the concept of 0 as we know today. So we are dividing the award of trailblazer between Indian mathematicians Aryabhatta and Brahmagupta for the development of today's mathematics and giving us 0 as we use today.